Hey, what's up, Lightbolt Joe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2010 action adventure comedy film, The Other Guys. This is directed by Adam McKay. There is a shit ton of people that are in this movie. A whole crap ton of people. I'm going to go down the list. We're going to discuss the epicness that this film is. My brother's been obsessed with this for 10 years. It's a great movie. So, Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg, Eva Mendes, Michael Keaton, Samuel L. Jackson, Dwayne Johnson, Rob Riggle, Damon Wayans Jr., you have Steve Coogan, you have Bobby Cannavale, you have Zach Woods and Ben Schwartz. Now, why I'm specifically referencing Zach Woods and Ben Schwartz, Zach Woods literally has one line about his dead wife, Allison, and he says, she died. That's it. That's the only line Zach Woods has in this entire movie. But I love Zach Woods, and it's so cool seeing how much he's done since this movie from 10 years ago. And the same thing with Ben Schwartz. Ben Schwartz is working as a receptionist, basically. Has a couple lines here and there about the Federal Reserve. And that's it. But he's done incredible things. You know, Ben is well known for Parks and Rec. And he's in a movie called The Anniversary. He's done a crap ton of stuff. But he's also been within the memes that have gone viral because of Stranger Things. Because Joe Keery looks like a younger version of Ben Schwartz. So it's just a funny thing on that. So I like seeing the progression of actors, and I like seeing, you know, how they have one line here and then a full main character arc in another story. I like that. So this movie starts out, the first 5 minutes are badass car chases between Dwayne Johnson and Samuel L. Jackson. So, who are cop partners in New York City. The main characters are Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, which is cool because you see them later years on as rivals in Daddy's Home and Daddy's Home 2. So it's, again, cool seeing the progression of actors and actresses working together in such a dynamic. One question they didn't actually answer is, why did Dwayne Johnson and Samuel L. Jackson's characters jump off of a 20-story building? It was never actually answered. So Steve Coogan is this investment guy. He's basically running a Ponzi scheme, another Madoff type of situation. And it's cool because the credits actually explain the difference in finances that have happened, especially with the bailout in 2008, which was an absolute embarrassment to the history of mankind, specifically for working folk. So, and we're still seeing that here in 2020. Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell is actually married to Eva Mendes in this movie, which is hysterical, Sheila. They are the other guys. They're the paper pusher guys in the cop thing. Now, remember, we've talked about Mark Wahlberg films many, many times. It's not a movie. It's not a Mark Wahlberg movie unless he's a cop. There's other stipulations. He actually kept his shirt on this movie, believe it or not. And it did not take place in Boston. This took place in New York. So that was a little different for a Mark Wahlberg film. But Mark Wahlberg's great. And the dynamic he and Will have is just quite entertaining. I will give them that. So they inadvertently get pushed into a case because of scaffolding permits from Steve Coogan, but they uncover all of these other things, and it turns out it's that Steve Coogan's running a Ponzi scheme to deplete the pension fund for the New York Police Department, basically. So it's an hour and 45 minutes of getting to that point, but it's just fun seeing Rob and Damon being partners hilariously. Bobby just being a hilarious cop in general as well. There's just so many things about this film that it's hard to replicate because it's so practical. Like, there's so many cars being exploded and things getting smashed into buildings and all these things. Like, it seemed like practical effects. It didn't seem that there was much CGI to it. And this film was 10 years ago, but it still holds a testament. It's still one of the greatest comedies that people keep referencing when it comes to a buddy comedy kind of film. That's why it's doing quite well on Netflix right now. People enjoy the randomness of this film. This film is random. So I don't have anything bad to say aside from the why did the two of them jump off the building. Don't really have an answer to that, but that's it. We'll take some. So congrats to Zach and Ben for having such glorious careers in the last 10 years from this original film. Yeah, on to the next review. Mucho mahalo.